Okay, so let's talk about the Cancerguard versus the Galleri test. And these are multi-cancer early detection tests, which are blood tests to possibly detect 50 or more kinds of cancer. So if you do a lung scan, you might see lung cancer, but these blood tests might find up to 50 or more different types of cancer. And here's just a partial list of some of the common cancers that exist and that you might find with this blood test. So you have to have not had cancer in the last 3 years, and the recommended age is 50 to 84. Cancerguard and Galleri blood tests are not FDA approved and are not covered by Medicare or most health insurances, at least at this time. So how much would each blood test cost you? Well, the Cancerguard test is $689. Galleri is a little more expensive at $949, although there is a discount to around $800 if you do it in 2025. So let's start with the Cancerguard blood test from Exact Sciences, which is in Madison, Wisconsin, where I did medical school. You may be familiar with a stool colon cancer screening test from Exact Sciences called Cologuard Plus. Cologuard Plus is approved in patients starting at age 45, average risk of colon cancer. Also, we just found out that Abbott is going to acquire Exact Sciences. So that was recent news. Exact Sciences in 2025 launched Cancerguard, and that news story was from September 10th, 2025. So it's the test that combines DNA methylation and protein biomarkers. So cancer will shed DNA and protein into the blood, and you can measure it. The ASCEND-2 study on Cancerguard is already done. The Falcon registry on Cancerguard is in progress. And these are large studies with thousands of patients in them. The Cancerguard test had 64% overall sensitivity across a broad range of cancers. The Cancerguard test had 97.4% specificity. So you could get this test from your doctor, but since it's not covered by insurance, you can actually just order it yourself online. $689. Now you have the option to talk with a telehealth provider if you have questions, or you don't have to do that. You can just simply order the test yourself. The other test is Galleri test, which is from the Grail company. So let's talk about that one a little bit. And the first study was the Pathfinder study, where 1.4% of the patients had a cancer signal detected on the Galleri blood test. Specificity was 99.1%. So this is the principal investigator of the Pathfinder 2 study, which was presented at ESMO in 2025. And this was on the first 25,000 people in the study, followed for 1 year. Over 7 times as many cancers were found when Galleri was added to routine cancer screening for breast, cervix, colon, and lung. So a good advantage to add that test. Many of the cancers were still at stage 1 or stage 2, so obviously you want to try to find cancer at an earlier stage for better chance of cure or longer survival. 62% positive predicted value, meaning the Galleri test was more than likely to find a cancer if the test was positive. So that was a good thing. There also was a 92% cancer signal of origin accuracy, leading to a highly efficient workup to find the cancer, which basically means the blood test kind of told you where the cancer might be. And that was reflected in a 46-day median time to workup completion for positive tests. And this was a little faster than earlier studies, again indicating that you kind of know where to look based on the blood test. The false positive rate was very low at 0.4%. So that was a very good number on false positives. Now there are some disadvantages with this whole thing. One problem is that some of the health insurances will not cover the cost of scans that might be recommended by a positive multi-cancer early detection blood test. Also, if the blood test is positive but the scans are negative, it is not clear when and how further scans should be obtained. So all of this is kind of new information. Also, if your multi-cancer early detection blood test is negative, you should still do routine cancer tests from your doctor, like mammograms, colonoscopy, PSA testing for prostate cancer, Pap tests, and low-dose CT of the lungs if those tests are indicated. So for more information, you can go to Cancerguard.com or to Galleri.com, or you could go to the parent companies there. I have their websites listed as well. I think both tests are good. The Cancerguard test is a little less expensive. Thanks for watching. This is Stephen Vig in San Antonio.